All right, what's going on, y'all? So today's my third video on my series Trading to Freedom. Today was a great day. Great day. Ended up taking one setup today, pretty early into market open. I ended up passing my second eval, which I'll show you guys here in a minute. So now I'm on two funded accounts. I already activated it and all that stuff, paid the fee while I was at work today, and I have both of them. I will show you. Just scared the shit out of me. Boom, boom. So today I copy traded this to the other account so to pass it, but I took one trade making $731 on this funded account. So yeah, I just need 4 more winning days until I can request a payout. I plan on just reinvesting that money back into more accounts. So I want to get 2 more accounts, maybe 3 more, I think the max you can is 5. So if I can do 5 50Ks and copy trade them, that'd be fucking amazing. Let's focus on the present and the now and what can we do better. Because today was good, but it wasn't perfect, right? It wasn't perfect. And I want to show you guys here my execution. I'm going to go over it with you guys here instead of just showing live executions like the last video. Because it's short and I can talk more on it. But let's get onto the charts now. Let me show you guys how that looks. Biggest thing that I want to tell you guys that's been really helping me with my trading is higher time frame analysis. And I know that sounds like what everyone fucking probably has said to you before. You probably heard it before. Highest probability setups and the best way to understand the market. Because obviously you're never gonna know exactly what the market's gonna do. The market moves the way it wants to move, but you can predict what the move could potentially do and what it's gonna do by the end of the day. So like this morning, what I did is I marked out this previous day candle. So this candle right here is today's candle. This next one is for tomorrow. But I saw that previous day, Monday, broke over this high, over the Friday bullish candle, right? We closed above it. So since we did that and we just came down from a rebalance, delivering from a sell side, and obviously NQ is naturally a bullish trend, we're gonna want to come down back up to these higher highs at some point. I was expecting that today's candle would be close above this candle, and I was right. This candle ended up closing above this high, so I was right on that, and that's what pursued me to take a long today. So I was just waiting for a sell side sweep, and then I would try to catch a reversal using SMT as confluence, and that's exactly what I did today. So let's get on the execution. Okay, so on the 15-minute chart here on ES, right? I was looking at ES, so no specific reason, but because NQ tends to exaggerate a lot more. So I like to look at ES so I can know the true move. Obviously it's not always the leading pair, but most cases it is. So what I was looking for today is my indicator on is I saw that London was delivering lower, and we created a lot of high resistance up here, right? A lot of highs that needed to get taken out at some point. So I marked these levels out and I was like, okay, well, this was definitely a target for me, right? These highs up here, but I was waiting for for New York to sweep London lows, and right, I was expecting New York to come up right away. I knew that New York open would open a bit higher because of this imbalance right here. So New York was going to come up, and then, sorry, I have my execution there. Let me show you guys how this played out. Can we get candles, please? There we go. My Wi-Fi is a bit shitty, and my computer is old, so it takes a bit longer for this to render. But saw that we ended up doing this, getting into this imbalance, and I was very tempted to take shorts here. I really wanted to take shorts here because I knew that price would deliver to London lows, but it wasn't really my model. It wasn't my setup, so I didn't end up doing that. But once I saw NQ come down and deliver and sweep this session here, or London session here, creating that bullish SMT, that was confirmation for me. And this is where I took my entry, right on this retrace down to this fair value gap. As you can see, I'm on the 5-minute, but you see all these imbalances, these fair value gaps. This should be common knowledge for you guys, but always take the lower gap. But obviously, you want to go on the higher time frame and find the highest fair value gap on the highest time frame. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, I was on the 5-minute, came down, saw price tap into the fair value gap here, creating the SMT as well. So I decided to enter long here with 2 minis, getting about a 1 to 1.5, I'd say, risk to reward. So as we let this play out, I'll show you how the execution went here. But yep, made my semi order there, and we watch price deliver, and boom, ticked off my TP. So yeah, when I was making this trade, when I entered this trade, I did 2 minis, right? So I set my first TP to this resistance right here, these all the equal highs right here, because I knew it was a point of interest. And then I was gonna do another partial, my second mini, to sell one of these highs up here that dude, I know it's not loading, like Asia session highs, London highs. But I didn't end up doing that because I knew that market likes to move from internal back to external, back to internal. And I was like, if I did that, I'd probably get edged and I probably wouldn't hit. So instead of being greedy and going for those highs, I just set both my sell limits right here, and it literally ticked off my TP. And then look what started happening next. Price starts to just deliver lower and come all the way down to manipulate London lows, right? This could have been an entry right here potentially if this plays out right. After that, as soon as I hit this trade, sorry, nothing's loading. As soon as I hit this trade, instantly locked out my account, done for the day. I didn't even see this expansion lower. I only saw this when I came back home today from work. But I just hit this trade, got out of here. And yeah, that's basically what I did today. It was very clean setup, and I loved it, and I was very happy with it. But yeah, one thing I wanted to say is that I know you could see in the video it says consistency. That's one thing I wanted to talk about, is that consistency is key when it comes to trading, but when it comes to life in general, obviously. But when I'm talking about trading, I'm talking about like looking at the chart, doing the same routine. I do the same thing every single day. I wake up at right now because I just started. I have a new job. I wake up at about 7:50. I shower. First thing I do now is I shower. I don't even get on the charts or nothing like that, because I know that waking up straight from bed, going to my desk, like I don't like that transition. Like I want to be able to be fully awake and my head to be fully locked in. So I go to the shower. By then it's about 8:15. I go downstairs, drink my smoothie, come back up, and I'm ready. I'm on the charts about 8:25, 8:24. I'm marking out my key levels in about 5 minutes or less. It does not take long to mark out higher time frame key levels and PD arrays. It does not take long. It takes me 5-6 minutes tops. I do that. I let market open. I watch. I wait. I'm patient. I find my setup. I execute. I'm done. Every single day. Because once you start doing the same shit every day, it becomes second nature. And then just like the market, like once you start looking at the market every single day, the patterns start to come. Like the market moves in waves and it's like a pattern. You'll start seeing shit that you've seen before. You're like, oh shit, I've seen this before. You know what? Let me size up to 4 contracts rather than 1, because I've seen this and I know that this will play out. It's when you are so consistent and so disciplined that you're seeing the same shit you've seen like a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, or 10 trades ago, and you're able to execute on it and size up on it because you realize that, okay, this is my setup. I've seen this before. Let's capitalize on it. Not being emotional. I'm trying not to be emotional. I'm not saying I'm not. Definitely am, but I'm trying not to be as emotional. And instead of thinking about the money, I'm thinking about the setup. That's most important to me. The setup, it'll come, but you got to be there and be patient, because it's not always going to be there. Money will always be there. Money will always be there, but the setup and the patience, it takes time. You got to find it. That's what I mean by consistency. And I wish I could talk more, but I can go on hours and days, but who am I to talk, right? Because I'm still unprofitable. I still haven't made money, but I'm getting to that point, and I just want to share what's going through my head, because I'm so self-conscious and I think about this shit all the fucking time. And it's good to express it and show you guys what I'm thinking about. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll catch y'all in the next one.